it must be. It's a nice feeling because obviously you're friends as well. Yeah. And so to be back and to be working with friends is a great thing. Did you keep an eye on each other's sort of solo projects while you weren't together and your solo TV things?
We all support each other.
Because you had a fairly successful recording career, as did you, Simon. You still got that going on. Anthony, I saw you on a couple of reality shows, right? Doing good. You were on a particular show that I don't want to show a clip of a bit later on, but you went in the jungle, and then, is it right, you persuaded Simon to follow you into the Celebrity Jungle thing the year after?
Yeah. Well, no, I was in it 2005. He gives me a call.
And you did very well. You did well. You enjoyed it, yeah.
Cheers, mate.
That can't be a nice experience, that part of it.
Rank, mate. Because what they do is they just splatted slime on me.
Yeah.
And then they just started throwing stuff on my head. But anyway, Simon phoned me up and said, do you think I should do it? I said, mate, it was the best experience of my life. I think you should do it. And he didn't.
Well, for me, I was like, if you're saying I should do it because you know me, he goes, Si, you're cool, man. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. I think came out with Tourette's, man.
Well, look, well, you see...
See, that's all right, do you know what I mean? It looks good there.
Listen,
I had sense to boil some water, because people were taking washes in cold water. I was like, nah.
You didn't enjoy it at all then, Simon?
No, not at all.
So what did you enjoy about it, Anthony, that you thought Simon would?
Do you know what? I love the fact that I was with just 11 randoms, and I just got really friendly with them, you know, like Carol Thatcher. Who would have thought up me and Carol Thatcher in the jungle, you know? It was amazing.
Yeah, I must admit, that hadn't occurred to me. I'd never... You're there with 11 randoms, did you call them? Okay. Now, let me ask you about when you came on the show before, Lee, and I enjoyed having you on. It's great fun. And we were talking about some of your theories. And I know, presumably the rest of the band think, oh, wait, OK, what's he going to say now?
Yeah, I think here we go, because I don't know what comes out my mouth half the time, so I don't know.
But are you still relatively convinced that there is extraterrestrial life on Earth?
I think you've got to be a bit naive when you don't even know what's in our own oceans.
What we talking?
It's true, though, isn't it?
That's fair, yeah.
It's true.
There's something in there.
That's
true.
Discovered on this planet, so, like, I don't know.
But do you think that... OK, what about things in the ocean? What things in the ocean should we look out for? You have a theory about whales, I believe. Is this correct?
No, I know there was something that they found on the internet that I was looking at when they called it the bleep or something like that, because it was so far down, all they could get was pulses from it. So and they said it was like a massive squid, and it was absolutely massive, and I don't know how big. But,
big.
Just big, yeah. And I think it's like, from back in the days, you know, in the ships and stuff, and you see the big squid taking it over, but because of pollution these days, they've gone deeper.
You know, Lee, that thing in Pirates of the Caribbean wasn't real. You know, it wasn't an actual thing.
How do you know? How do you know? That's what I'm saying. How do you know it's there? Shut up.
Lee, OK, you know what? I admire... You should have an open mind. Absolutely right.
Yeah,
no
it's a bit too open sometimes.
What about... I read that you had a theory about David Blaine when he came... You know, the magician, he was in that box over London for a while.
Yeah.
And
did I say... I don't know. Some things... Don't believe everything you read in the newspaper.
Maybe it wasn't true then. I read that you said you thought he might be extraterrestrial life.
Do you know what? Have you ever heard of shapeshifters? That's as much as I'm saying.
You need say no more. You need someone... You know, one of them might be here right now.
Do you know what? Do you remember when I was on a train once when we first got in Blue, right? And I stood up on the train, it's God's honest truth, and I said, one of you are here. And I stood up, and one night...
And the whole train kind of like looked at each other and was like... And
I started explaining to everyone about there may be an alien on the train that like, is looking like a human. And I got everyone talking. Everyone started talking like this. I swear I did it. I was with him. It was so funny.
And did you find that a lot more people got off at the next stop than you expected? It's so nice when you have the carriage to yourself. But do you think you've seen, like, an extraterrestrial,
I have seen when we was down in where was it?
He was in Brighton,
No, when we was, when we did the first tour. When we did the first tour, and there was three lights in the sky, and they went like that.
Well, that
that was in Bournemouth.
Yeah, that was in Bournemouth. Yeah, do you remember?
OK, I don't care whether it was Brighton or Bournemouth. I'll be honest with you. Geographically, I'm not that interested. But the experience itself... So you thought that might be some sort of alien craft?
I'm just quite into history, and I look at it. I look at history, and I look at... I don't know, you lot don't understand. Get on with it.
You bloody aliens. OK, I'm thrilled you're back together. What are you doing now? You're going to do new material as well as tour? Because presumably you're going to tour all the old stuff.
Yeah. And we're in the studio, sort of in and out, doing some new stuff as well. So yeah, you
We
never
go on
know.
tour, have a crack, and just have a giggle, I think, as well.
Any big special effects on the tour? You do anything big on stage?
I might bring an alien down.
Just morph it down.
Would you consider using any sort of wire harnesses, that kind of stuff?
We've
on
done that
stage?
Did do
before,
that.
yeah.
I
we've
know
done
what he's
that.
getting at.
What?
What?
When?
Go on then, show the picture.
Duncan, what? What? I don't understand.
Show the picture.
Oh, that.
What?
Oh, I think I'll tweak
It's
it.
quite fun going up on a harness.
What?
Yeah, exactly. What?
I'll just... All right,
Duncan, what are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. I'm telepathic.
I can't concentrate because you're showing too much chest, right? You want... Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, that is what I'm talking about.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
What I think you're talking about?
Well, you know what?
I'm
now
lost.
we don't need to show. I'm just going to project the image into your brain. And Lee, no peeking, all right? No, let's everyone see. No, this was Duncan when he was on the, what do they call it, Celebrities on Ice or something? What do they call
Dancing
that
on
show?
Ice.
Dancing on Ice. And you did really well. No, hold on. I want to talk about it first. You did really well on that. Because that must have... Had you ice skated before? Were you...
No, never. Do you know what? It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole life.
Because they really put you into training, don't they?
Yeah, it was really tough.
And you got through to the final.
Yeah.
Wow.
I enjoyed it. You know, it was a whole new experience.
Did you see him in the final? Did you
Yeah.
watch him in this?
Swim in the final.
You didn't watch.
No, I
did
think I was in America at the time, so I weren't there.
you? Simon, did you watch?
No.
He was. Yeah, my back.
Never mind.
I did have your back. I saw it like once or twice, but I was always back and forth to LA.
I like the
so
fact that Lee at least offered an excuse. Simon just went, no. He had absolutely no interest in seeing you on ice, right?
I don't think I was around.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I wasn't
He didn't
around
want
at
to be
the time.
carrying that around with him, so when he saw you
He
next
was
time,
preparing
he
for the jungle.
Okay. Here we go. This is... but what were they doing? Why did they send you up in the air? Because I thought the whole point of ice skating
the
was
final,
staying on
wasn't
the
it?
ice.
Because it's something a bit different for the final. It's
So
like,
they put you up
stick
there.
him up in the air.
But it wasn't like... It was just weird. It was more like balancing type thing.
I know. What are you going to show? I'm a bit nervous now.
You know what I'm going to say?
Are you actually showing a VT or are you showing a picture?
Let me say VT.
Oh, great.
Well,
Go on in.
you know why it's nice for showing this?
Why?
Because Simon hasn't even seen this. Here we go. This is Duncan. I don't know what he's doing.
Close the door.
Takes a lot of core stability.
What's the red Teletubby called? Is it Poe?
I think it is Poe.
Is it Poe? I look
It
like
might be
Poe.
Tinky Winky.
Because they put a big old bodysuit on you, harness thing, and I just look like a big old
You know,
Teletubby.
like a big Peter Pan.
I think it's the show. Hey, you know what? It's so much fun having you guys on the show.
Cheers,
When
John.
you were on last
Thanks
time,
for
I loved it.
having
It's so nice seeing you guys back together again. I would like you to come on and perform.
Would love to.
Oh,
You want to come on and
love
sing?
to.
Not next
we'll do
year.
that, yeah.
We've got an album coming next year, and I just want to say, you know, it's been like 4.5 years since we've come back. It has been quite. We've been anticipating what's the reaction going to be like, and for us to come on your show as well, it's a huge thing. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, it's my pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, they'll be back, I'm sure. It's Blue. Thank you. I'll see you later. Blue. The lovely boys of Blue.